Hello, this is going to be a video about two scripts I've written to cut up video into small clips at random and then mash them all together, make one big video out of it. Basically, on archive.org, there's a thing called the Prelinger archives, and they're just like old stock footage and stuff. And some of them are pretty interesting. Spot TV, but we're going to take a look at this one. Yeah, so I'm going to go through here and pick out a couple of them and then put them in a folder. The script on the left will go through all the clips, all the full videos, and then checks if it's actually a video file or not, and if it is, it goes over it about 10 times. It makes 10 clips that are about 5 seconds each, and then exports them to a folder. Then once that runs a few times, run the second script here that it's almost the same script exactly, except it mushes them all together. So right now I have these 9 videos. I think 2 are about atomic bombs and stuff. There's quite a bit of those.
Of radioactive rays. The instrument also gives off radioactive harmfully. The heat scorches the house, but the heat.
They both have kind of interesting
house,
cartoons,
but does not harm the children.
In them.
Any
Trying
solid
to get
gives
it,
some
just
protection.
grab those.
But have on that.
This one has cartoon.
How neutrons hit U-238 atoms. And here's what happens. Remember, we said that U-238 wouldn't support a chain reaction. However, it will capture neutrons from U-235 fission and start a process which converts the U-238 first to neptunium, then to plutonium. And plutonium will fission in chain reaction. Thus, the reactor itself is a source of atomic fuel. Besides producing plutonium.
Yeah, so that's a really interesting film to me.
Thick, tough
It's about
outer
the
layer
eye.
with its bony walls
I feel
inside.
like I should probably watch
Nature
the
has
full thing.
located the orbit in front of the eye. Larger space within the eye is filled with the
Anything
vitreous.
about the eye, but I do have eye problems. This one is, I think, about smoking, but it has like a really cool cartoon in it, like this little demon guy.
About the length of a coffin.
Yeah, like that right there. That'd be interesting, you know. Then there's this one about some plants.
Nothing gives us so good a notion. It should be remembered ours will reach, which came from the pollen grain, developed into a tiny plant or embryo.
Perfect for this sort of thing. So we'll go ahead, go over here and run this script. Looks like we're getting a bunch of skateboarding stuff. Go out here to clips. Yeah, so we got this cool creepy eye. That's pretty much exactly what I
view,
wanted.
we see the opening and close.
Looks like we got one of the skateboarder tumbling.
Just turn your head away.
That's
from
pretty
them.
cool too. I mean, not for him, but for us, it's kind of amusing.
Yes, I know what you would have said. 6 or 7 prunes a day are good. Yes, I know what you would have.
I think that's about prunes being good for you. Okay, That is probably more than enough. Okay, and run number 2. I actually found a really interesting bug with this. If you remove this method, the video glitches out in an interesting way. And like my whole point of doing this is like abstract video art. So that's apparently a new way to glitch things out. We'll run a video on Data Mosher Pro later. I have bits of it from an earlier video I tried to make, but kind of had to abandon. Maybe I can scavenge, use something from it. Okay, so now we got the full video here. We go to output.
Aberrations upon the retina.
Got a whole 5-minute video.
Yes, I know what you would have said.
Watch it.
6 or 7 prunes a day are good.
The next thing to do is look for a good skateboarding spot. Crowded streets just aren't the place to ride. But if you know how to fall properly and are aware of the forces, you can avoid.
But what if there is a bombing that comes without warning?
Yes, I know what you would have said. 6 or 7 prunes a day are good
To the eyeball. You can also see
Sometimes
the shape
it'll
of the
pick
ciliary
really
body
similar
and the
clips.
iris. Rays to become distorted into aberrations upon the retina.
Just because the videos are so small, so they get really close together, which is why that one showed up twice. But with more videos,
Aberrations upon the
you
retina.
can cut the amount slightly
Whenever it does contract, it must press
and
upon
do
the
more
non-elastic
full
vitreous film.
videos. You'll have like a
Strangers will
better range.
understand. Finding shelter quick.
Hope this doesn't bleed over into my microphone too much.
Then they are spread in single layers on
Hey, what would we do if we didn't have a basement?
At school, they told us we should be away from
It is in these dehydrators that the prune, as we know it best, actually comes to be.
parking meters. Sooner or later, you're going to run into something or someone.
To the eyeball. You can also see the shape of the ciliary body and the iris.
Strangers will understand. Finding shelter quick.
Closes it.
The equipment, you can ride better and faster without the fear of getting all scraped. Parking meters.
Yeah, this is
Sooner
going
or
to
later,
go
you're
on
gonna
for
run
a
into
while,
something or
but
someone.
basically there's a lot of bands who do that sort of thing. They just get a projector,
There it is in these
Run-
dehydrators that the prune, as we know
run
it
stock
best,
footage
actually
through
comes to be.
The luminous
Through
dial on this
effects.
watch also gives off radioactive rays, which we...
I feel like most musicians these days
As they
probably
pass
need
through the
some
lens,
visual
so that
element.
the sharp image falls
This might work for
behind
somebody.
to the eyeball. You can also see the shape of the ciliary body and the
Yeah,
iris.
so I'm going to
Hairy
make
muscle,
another
which
video
we see here in the
later.
diagram.
I'm just going to go grab a bunch of videos, like
Then they are spread in single layers on large. Yes,
Up
I
to
know what
50.
you would have said.
if I can find
6 or
50 that
7
are
prunes a
decent
day
enough,
are good.
Is mist and
and
rain, and it
try
is
and make a
radioactive. Avoid
big
this
long video
radioactive
or
mist
something
and
more
rain.
X-rays
interesting than
as
this,
they
'cause it
pass
keeps
through the
repeating
lens,
the same
so that
clips
the
over
sharp
and
image
over
falls
again.
behind the third, the pupil, fourth, the crystalline lens,
Till then,
and fifth, the
bye.
whenever it does